Hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Aireonna, and there's breaking news. I just got out of a fitness class and I went online to find out that the 49ers have now moved on from Nick Sorensen. They fired him. So yesterday they moved on from special teams coordinator Brian Schneider. Now they've moved on from defensive coordinator Nick Sorensen. I'm not surprised. Part of me thought maybe they were going to give him another chance. Robert Saleh had a really hard start to his year. Nick Sorensen, if you want to talk about injuries and give the 49ers an injury excuse, most of those injuries were on defense and he got hit pretty hard. About 3 weeks ago, Matt Barrows actually went on his podcast and thought that Nick Sorensen would be staying with the 49ers. Now, he was playing soft zone coverage all year long, and although, yes, the offense needs to score points, Jake Moody needs to make his kicks, his field goals. Also, the defense was collapsing in the fourth quarter. If you go to all of the division games, literally the reason that the 49ers are last in their division, they had the leads going into the fourth quarter, and part of that is on the offense not, continuing to score, but the other part is the defense let those other teams come back. Talking about the Seahawks, talking about the Cardinals, both times, talking about the Rams, even Tampa, which the 49ers ended up being able to finally hold on to that win. The only reason it got close and went into overtime was the defense crumbled. I mean, missed tackles have been a staple of this year. Undisciplined football, Nick Bosa lining off offsides, penalties, just like I said, soft zone coverage, letting other teams walk into the end zone before the cornerback is even there to attempt to tackle him. Talk about missed tackles. What about not even tackling? Lack of sacks, linebacker play, obviously with Jerry Greenlaw going out, that's not on him. But I think what really solidified it, which is ironic because Kyle Shanahan didn't even call plays in the last game. That's how checked out of it he was. But I think those last 3 games, once the 49ers were out of it, really did solidify Nick Sorensen's fate. They scored, the Miami Dolphins had 29 on them. The Dolphins have been a horrific team. They missed the playoffs. Their team is in turmoil. People are trying to leave. Coaches are moving on. And that team beat up the 49ers, scoring 29 points. Then the Lions scoring 40. And then this final game, the Cardinals once again eating the 49ers lunch, scoring 47. I think that you just can't win football games like that. And with this offense, if they are going to keep Brock Purdy long term, when Brock Purdy was good last year, they had one of the top 5 defenses in the league. When you go back to Jimmy G, having a hard, strong, physical defense that limited scoring was what allowed him to win games. And I think that the 49ers, they were never stoked on Nick Sorensen. He was an in-house hire that I feel like because they were in the Super Bowl, they didn't get to interview all the candidates. Most people were gone, already hired by the time the 49ers were able to fire Steve Wilkes, which I don't even think they should have done. He's somewhere laughing right now. He had a top 5 defense, but by the time they moved on from him, all the good candidates were taken up. Now, like I said, Nick Sorensen was one of the first guys that they interviewed, and they continued to interview multiple other guys before reluctantly kind of hiring him. Then they brought in Brandon Staley. By the way, this is not all Nick Sorensen's fault. They still need to move on from Jake Moody. They need to move on from Brandon Staley. Last year, they were at least top 5 in takeaways. I don't want to say they led the league because I think at the end they might have fallen off. But last year, they had multiple takeaways on defense. This year, they were worse than the NFL at takeaways. They could not take the ball away. So not only was the offense turning the ball over, but then the 49ers defense was not getting takeaways. They were dropping it. They were not in position to catch it. Nick Sorensen previously ran the ball meetings, which is the meetings that helps coach how to get those takeaways. So the 49ers are hopeful that they can actually keep Nick Sorensen in-house. They don't want him to move on. Now, he might feel slighted and want to move on, but they're saying that they want him to stay in-house. In 2021, he was the special teams coordinator for the Jaguars, and due to the 49ers firing Brian Schneider, yesterday, the 49ers have an opening at special teams coordinator. Will the 49ers try to bring Nick Sorensen back, but have him be the special teams coordinator instead of DC? That could be interesting. Or will he just take a demotion? Maybe they'll move on from Brandon Staley, put him back as the guy who's doing the ball meetings. It'll be interesting. I don't know what opportunities they are going to get. But yeah, my birthday's tomorrow, so please, if you're watching this and you made it this far, give me a like, give me a subscribe, and I will be coming to you tomorrow with Connor Whalen from Sports Illustrated, then the next day with Tom Jensen. Like I said, tomorrow's my birthday. We're also going live on the 49ers Collective. I'm just spitballing here. Robert Saleh, everyone would love to have Robert Saleh back. Now, the Jaguars are interviewing him for the head coach position. So I don't know if Saleh's going to want to come back. He was also fired in the middle of the season and chose to spend his time helping the Packers, not the 49ers. So I don't know if it feels like backsliding for him to like kind of hang his head and have to come back to the same position. Obviously, if he gets the ability to coach Trevor Lawrence, I think he'll take that. But who knows, maybe Ben Johnson wants that and they don't hire Robert Saleh. They can bring him back, Jeff Ulbrich, Dennis Allen. There's a couple coaches that I know. Also, the Bengals moved on from Lou Taylor? No, Zach Taylor is his name. Lou Anderson? I forget the name of their defensive coordinator, but I'll have much more on him. They moved on from him. He had a really bad this year, but he coached really well the year that they went to the Super Bowl. So I know some people have been open to that. I'm glad that they're doing their due diligence. I thought that they were probably going to be moving on from Nick Sorensen when they postponed their exit interview. That interview is now going to be at 11:30 tomorrow. So I'll be going live after that interview, after John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan talk. We'll be talking defensive coordinators. And yeah, if you have any 2025 goals, like doing a workout, let me put it up here for you. Oh, am I gonna fall? Like doing a workout? Get it done? Hey. Give me a like. Like I said, my birthday is tomorrow. But 49ers, move on from Nick Sorensen. Offseason just begun. Are they gonna bring back Dre Greenlaw? If you guys didn't get my earlier videos, there's lots of negotiation tactics already going on with Fred Warner's wife, Dre Greenlaw, and Dre Greenlaw's wife. So I'm going to be going live talking about it every single day. Make sure you follow along, give me a like, and yeah, sorry Nick Sorensen, but your defense sucked, so it had to happen, I guess. I wasn't sure if it was going to happen, but I think it was the right move. Anyways, bye guys.